May 19, 2000, the speculated but unexpected happened. A government and its cabinet taken hostage at gunpoint. A nation fell into anarchy. A George Speight would become a household name. And Fiji would try to stand on its feet again after its fall. This is the story of reporting, writing, and updating the progress of the coup by the courageous journalism students of the University of the South Pacific.
Well, it was very tough during the time because being deputy editor of Wansawara, I have to help the editor in the daily newsroom rounds and so on. And since most of the regional students have gone home, we were faced with shortage of journalists, and we needed to be pretty flexible, so story ideas needed to be thought out very well, and we have to draw up rounds to ensure that there were people down at Parliament, and there were people roaming around campus looking for news, and people monitoring the radio every minute, so in case any breaking news comes. And also there were good photographs that will need to be taken for our Pacific Journalism Online and also for our newspaper.
The events of May 19 was a very practical experience for myself. In actual fact, I think it was 2 hours after the takeover of Parliament that I was actually in there with two of my colleagues from the Wansawara news team, and we were able to be present in the very first press conference that was held by the rebels.
I was fortunate enough to be on attachment while during the May 19th coup, and I was on attachment with Radio Fiji. And yes, I could say that I had first-hand experience of the coup. When on attachment, what is expected of us in a newsroom is similar to those, normal journalists, and I hope that I was professional enough to portray a good picture of the journalism program. There was this incident about 2 weeks after the coup, where journalists, while we were staying in Parliament, I stayed there for 3 nights, and on the 3rd night, he comes out and has this press conference and leaves. And his human shield were apparently in a room close to where we were staying at the cafeteria, and they were smoking pot. So one of them goes really wild, and one of the media personalities who was there, one of the local radio station, comes running out and says, "Straight to the cafeteria area, now," and we had to run. And in that process, all the international journalists who were typing their stories out, using their fancy laptop and everything, while the local media, we were busy filing our stories using phones and whatnot. We had to run, and in that process, it was like a rugby match actually. Journalists tackling each other just to get to the cafeteria area. And I found that really hilarious afterwards.
We're working at the newsroom since the coup started, and a couple of days later I got an opportunity to go to the Parliament as an assignment for our newspaper. And then I went with 2 of my colleagues, a Fijian and a Samoan. We went in there to see that George Speight was there talking outside to a crowd. So we were there listening to him. It was kind of weird for me to go in there because everyone was looking, since I look so Indian. But I have to say that everyone was kind of really nice in there. I mean, I didn't get harassed or anything. So we were listening to George Speight, and after he finished talking, we just wanted to go and ask him a few questions. And he just came up to me and shook hands, and I have to say he kissed me on my cheek. And that's when things started with me and my government. The story was put on the website, on our website, and then it went back to my country. The story came on the daily newspaper of the Maldives, and my government, I really don't know what happened to them, but they started sending me letters saying that you are going against whatever you have signed for before you were sent on the scholarship. and they said I was getting politically involved or something.
The